Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Whatever. You Americans, just your non-cultured ass. I don't even say nothing.
Dirty black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? She just said that? I did. A dirty black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
Black. I don't like this. Like, why are you telling me I have to do this because I'm black? When it's been already pointed out that I'm Haitian, why do I now have to submit to this idea of being black? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And that's what you don't get. A lot of people are...
Black Americans came here on a slave boat for slavery in America. You know, when you black them back on that slave boat to Africa and go look for which country in Africa you came from.
The Supreme Court will allow the Trump administration to end legal protections for migrants fleeing violence and natural disaster in Haiti and Syria.
And that move now puts hundreds of thousands more people at risk for deportation.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
Hello, President Trump. I'm Haitian. You know what I'm saying? You need to move your shit, ambassador in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Haitian, I don't play. I don't have problem. Whatever Haitian want to go Haiti, you need move your shit, ambassador in Haiti. Fuck you, bitch.
Today, we will hear from foundational Black Americans and Haitians passionately talking about the Supreme Court ruling on removing TPS from Haitians. Check it out.
I was watching a video of this lady explaining what's going to happen now that TPS has been revoked for Haitians. And the comments were full of disappointing, sorry, hateful excuses of humans. Americans telling Haitians to go back home. The TPS is temporary. Remember all the bad y'all said about us? Now go home. Man, all of y'all are hypocrites. You see when the government mistreats you. You go blind when it mistreats somebody else. You don't want liberation for everybody. You want it for yourself. The crazy part is a lot of y'all are talking about Haiti like it just magically ended up the way it is. Nobody ever mentions America's role in keeping Haiti the way it is now. Y'all never mentioned the occupation, the stolen money, the political interference, the destabilization, none of it. Instead of learning the nuance behind the situation, you let bigotry and ignorance control your thinking. But then you swear you care about justice. You swear you care about life, right? Y'all swear you're all about freedom. Unless it's Haitians, I guess. But go ahead, comment your gifts, your TikTok slang, your other stupid shit I'll be leaving in the comments. I'm just tired of all of it, man. I'm tired of the stuff that's going on now. I'm tired of y'all niggas.
Y'all don't even understand what y'all doing. Y'all hating on real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all happy we getting deported, nigga. Y'all want us out the country. Y'all say it's y'all country. But then y'all turn around saying, oh, get out of our country. Then y'all turn around saying, oh, you see the Haitians, they get in political positions and they only look out for Haitians. How the fuck we getting in political position in this y'all country, nigga? What the fuck y'all talking about? You niggas is the niggas that everybody be talking about, nigga. Take my hat off for this shit. You niggas the niggas everybody be talking about, nigga. You niggas is the niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all the niggas, y'all don't put in no motherfucking, y'all don't put in enough work, nigga. That's y'all problem, nigga. Don't get mad that somebody can't put the work in and lapped you, nigga. This to the FBAs. Don't be mad because we came in and we built shit and you was sitting on your mama, laying on your mama couch, nigga. Because you was on probation for a petty crime and you only made $400 for it, nigga, and you spent it all on weed, boy. Who the f*** they started the drip, nigga? Pay respect, nigga. And I got love for my real niggas, my American niggas who get into the bag, who know what it is. But I gotta say it, nigga. It ain't no other way to say it, nigga.
So the U.S. extended TPS for Haitians for another 3 more years. I'd like to speak to the ones that were so excited, thinking that back in February, it's April now, the Haitians would be mass deported and all that type of stuff. Y'all gotta deal with us for 3 more years. How y'all feel about that?
News of the Supreme Court's decision rippled through members of South Florida's Haitian community gathered at Miami City Hall to protest the city's agreement with Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
All of these battles are intertwined.
My people, they can't go back. It's real. The reality in Haiti is real.
I can't do Americans. I need somebody with culture. I'm sorry.
Whatever. You Americans, just your non-cultured ass. I don't even say nothing. Go eat.
Dirty black American?
Wait, what?
Huh? She just said that? I did. A dirty black American. I sure did. Because that's what y'all are.
Black. I don't like this. Like, why are you telling me I have to do this because I'm black? When it's been already pointed out that I'm Haitian, why do I now have to submit to this idea of being black? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And that's what you don't get. A lot of people are...
Black Americans came here on a slave boat for slavery in America. You know, when you black back on that slave boat to Africa and go look for which country in Africa you came from.
Growing up, being raised to be very proud of being Haitian American, there was also for me, as there were for many other Caribbean people or just any other, I would say, immigrant individuals from immigrant populations, this again, what I talked about, the racial distancing, don't be like the black Americans. That was very common that you would hear that. And it's not surprising for me to hear other people talk about when they were growing up, this idea.
I tell people there's a difference between being black and Haitian. Being Haitian is double black to me.
Double black?
Yes. It's more than black to me.
Okay, what is that?
Because let's just say black American, to me, not that they aren't black enough, but they don't know their culture so much that they are in a whole pile by themselves.
Oh, that's not true, man. Like,
to me, culture-wise, meaning like Suma don't black American, I'm not talking about African American, Suma don't black American, where you from? Dimki what Abduli from.
But what do you mean black American, African American?
Black American people that were born Tennessee, black American that were born in the United States, their parents too.
Can't even speak their language. That's why I ain't gonna lie, like, I hate when people be like, "Oh, you're lucky," and stuff like that. Oh, I hate when people gripe and be like, "Oh," like, especially like, I feel like Americans, because I mean we in America, so Americans who have lines and lines and lines and lines of family here, and they complaining, I'd be like, bro, I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say.
Right, bro. I ain't never met my... Y'all sat there and kept fucking up. Each generation, y'all just keep fucking up.
Yeah.
And don't figure out, okay, maybe I'm fucking up. Look, what's the right way to do this shit?
Exactly.
And then want to point the finger at the white man, be like, oh, the white man did it. No, fuck that. Figure out...
Identify yourself as a color. It was always as a nationality. This is where we come from. This is who we are. I was always a Haitian. I was never a black. I was always a Haitian. A Jamaican was always a Jamaican. They were never a black Jamaican. You know? So 2014, when I moved to America to go to school, this is when I fill out a form and it says race. I didn't even know the word race had two different meanings until then. So I said race. It says black, white, Hispanic, Latino, Asian. And I told the lady, I said, I'm from Haiti. I'm Haitian.
TPS status has been overruled by the Supreme Court. Let's take a look at what this Haitian lady had to say.
So now my question to the Supreme Court, what exactly am I going to say to those 100,000 children who are born here and whose parents are on TPS and can be at any time deported? What should be my answer? And my hope is that you have a child. If you don't have a child, you have a nephew, you have a cousin, and you know how deeply connected parents are to their children.
First of all, This is y'all. This is what y'all don't understand. You think that white folks have hearts for what you're going through. They don't. You were fooled into thinking that they actually give two shits about you. You think this plea you made in front of a podium and a microphone matters a hill of beans to them? It don't. They don't care. As a matter of fact, they're eating. They got Wonder Bread and sopping up your Haitian tears and with a side of mayo.
And for you to sit on this highest Supreme Court desk and make such a terrible, horrible decisions. To me, this is not acceptable.
To you, it's not acceptable? Who the fuck are you? Yo, for real? Who are you? You thought that you could come to this country and have more sway with the government than we did? Than we do and we did? And we've been here how many hundreds of years? You thought you was more important. You thought you had more clout than us? And you getting your wake-up call because they looking at you and saying, who the fuck are you?
And I think this is the time for all of us, this entire country, need to stand together and to say enough is enough. This is not acceptable. This is inhumane.
The entire country? Baby. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do... And look, I'm going to be honest. I know some Haitian people that I love like family. But I'm going to be honest with you. I got to be honest, even with the ones that I care about. I'm going to do the very same thing you did when Assembly Member Salages didn't listen to the U.S. Freedmen Project when they told her that that bill was unconstitutional and that she was standing in the way of our birthright called reparations. I'm going to do the exact same thing that you did. Do you remember what you did? Nothing. Don't get mad at me. Don't call it xenophobia. Don't call it divisive, because when your countrywoman stood firm and blocked our reparations, doing everything she can to block your reparations, I don't hear not one Haitian American New Yorker saying a goddamn thing about it. When that woman who was in the White House sat there and said that she don't agree with reparations, was it Jean-Pierre? When she said she don't agree with reparations, I'm going to do the exact same thing that y'all did when she sat there in a position that she would never even be able to have if it wasn't for the fight in our blood. I'm going to do the exact same thing that you did when that happened. I'm not going to say a word. I'm not standing with you. I look, like I said, on a one-on-one basis, there's some of you that I actually care about. But as a whole, and even the ones that were on a one-on-one basis, did you do anything to stop Salages? Did you do anything to check Jean-Pierre? Well, me neither. I can't do it. I don't know how to, what can I do? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to keep my head down and go to work. I'm going to keep my head down and live my life normally as if what is happening is not happening. Isn't that what you did? While we were fighting for our reparations, isn't that what you did? Isn't that what you are doing? While we're sitting here, video after video after video, showing you. I sat there and showed you. I confronted Salages in her face. What did you do to stand with us? Nothing.
You know, so funny today I was on TikTok. I saw this black lady talking about Haitian go back home.
Okay.
And they were saying you didn't build nothing here. Go back and build your own country. I need her to rephrase what she said about your own country part. Yes, lady, yeah. We have our own country. We have a country.
Here we go.
To go back to.
Here we go.
Where are you going back to? Because Trump pretend like he likes you guys. Some white people think you pretend like they like you guys. Some. But guess what? One day the table will turn and they ask you to go back home.
They're gonna ask us to go back
They're
home.
gonna ask you to go back home one day. Okay, lady? They're gonna ask you to go back home one day. The table will turn.
No, they won't.
Okay?
You see how this Haitian lady is gloating, talking about, oh, one day the tables are gonna turn. They're gonna actually go back home. Go back where? We are home. Where I'm gonna go? Georgia? Virginia? South Carolina? Like, they want us to be immigrants so bad. And I think that's where a lot of the resentment comes into play. The resentment, the hatred, the anti-Black Americanness that a lot of immigrants have is because we are not immigrants and we can't be deported anywhere. And I really, really am deep down in my heart, not all of them, but I feel like some of them really deeply resent Black Americans because we're not immigrants. They don't like us for that. They don't like us the fact that we've never had to go to an immigration office. We're not running from the ice cream truck. Like, they really can't stand us for that. So for her to be up here saying, oh, one day the table's gonna turn and Trump act like he like y'all. Donald Trump is not the first president of the United States. Black Americans been here since before the inception of this country. If they could deport us en masse to somewhere, they would have already done it. Think about all of the horrific things they've been trying to do to wipe us out. It goes deeper than you think. Use your noggin. Clearly, we're not immigrants, and they can't send us anywhere because if they could, they would have. They've literally been burning down our establishments, redlining us, doing everything they can to set us back. Everything under the sun, except for what? Deporte, because where they gonna send us? And the fact that she's gloating and like got a smirk on her face, like, yeah, it's gonna happen. No, it's not. The tables are not going to turn to whereas they're going to tell us to go back home because we are home. Y'all really have it in your minds that we're not American. And it's really sad and pathetic that you think this country is just a white man's country. And it is not. It is not. Yes, some white Americans helped to build this country, but Black Americans were here since the very inception as well. Fought in every single war. Did free labor and paid labor to build an economic base for this country. Don't ever get it twisted. Like, y'all really confused. We're not immigrants.
Boy, look at President Trump. He wins again. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you for taking away that TPS. I voted for that too. You doing mostly everything that I have voted for. And to all you brown or Black immigrants that got to leave now, what you said, FBA was next. Y'all call us immigrants. Who's the immigrant now? I don't want to hear no rallies and no protesting. None of that. And please do not expect FBAs to come out there and protest with your ass to stay the way you treated us. I told you y'all days was coming. I've been waiting for ICE to come get y'all for the last 20 to 30 years. The way y'all came in our communities and treat us worse than white folks. Then you say we don't have allies. You said Black Americans don't have any allies. See, you're wrong there. You see, my good white folks of America, those are our allies. We on the same page. We got the same common sense to know that you gotta go. See? You got those that's gonna bring you here to use you. And then you got the other side gonna get your ass out of here. See? Those are the good white folks of America. We don't need all this shit here. We don't need it. Time for y'all to go. Period. Now let's not fight. Let's go quietly. But one more thing. Thank you, President Trump.
So let me get this right. Under your temporary protective status, you had anchor babies. Not only did you do that, but in the 15 to 20 years that you've been here, you built America or United States. I'm kind of confused on how Haitians really think that you built any part of this country. You guys came here after a flood. That was like 15 years ago. So you have hundreds of thousands, via your words, of children that were born here because you never really planned on going back. You got EBT, food stamps, WIC. You got housing, Section 8. You got medical. You got all of those things. And probably some of you got to open up restaurants or corner stores. You guys were never planning on going back. And the operative word being temporary, it was for the safety, as if those current events are no longer going. I'm going to add the video afterwards or at the end of this so you guys can watch it and come to your own conclusion, because now it's unjust. Now everything, because you were never planning to leave. You wanted to stay on that temporary protected status and gain all or garner all those benefits. Ain't that some shit?
Haitians, you will be just fine. I know y'all nervous about going back to your homeland. I know some of y'all are sad, depressed, anxious, confused, don't know what to do right now. But remember this though, Haitians. Remember 1804. Remember that one hit that y'all had in 1804. Y'all can make another hit. See, I used to say y'all was one-hit wonders, but I don't believe that no more. I believe a lot of you Haitians that was here in America, I think y'all picked up a lot of game. And I think the game that y'all picked up in America, y'all gonna translate it to Haiti. Reason why I say that, because y'all told black Americans that y'all are better than us. Y'all are more educated than us. Y'all know more than us. Y'all doing better than us. Y'all have more things than us. Y'all accomplish more than us. So with all that being said, bring that to your homeland. A couple of you Haitians called us dirty black Americans. Well, guess what? To the clean Haitians, go back to Haiti and show them how to be clean out there. Clean them up. Show them how to properly bathe and wash. See if you can bring some products down there to Haiti from America and show them how to smell good and feel good. Y'all talk about our food here in America. A lot of Haitians always complain about soul food, how our food nasty. Well, guess what, Haitians? Teach the people in Haiti how to feed themselves without eating mud biscuits, or better known as dirt cookies. Teach them that. Teach them how to eat properly. And everything will be fine in Haiti. Because y'all showed me waving them Haitian flags, talking about Haiti is better than America, saying how the white man gave black Americans everything. Well, prove it to us when y'all go back to Haiti. Prove it to us. And I believe everything y'all say. But anyway, Haitians, everything will be just fine. Bring your Haitian flag. Bring all the things that you have in America back to Haiti and make Haiti great again. Y'all have a good one and safe travels. Peace out.
This is the time for all of us to raise our voices and to say this country is also our country, is also the country of our immigrants, because we are the one who built it.
Given the circumstances in Haiti, I can understand her frustration. I can understand the fear that a lot of Haitians will probably have at this point. A lot of them have been here for, many, many years, 10, 15, 20 years, and this is probably all that they know. Some of them don't even have memories of Haiti and been living under this temporary protection status. But to say that you built the country is like, why would you build America but not build Haiti? That alone doesn't make sense. Like, why if you have your own plot of land, your own island that's for you, really it's technically like having your own private island that belongs to you and your folks. Why would you not build that and come over to somebody else's house and build that up and not build up your own house on your own private island, your beautiful island, by the way? That part does not make sense. And obviously we know who built the country. I mean, the country was built by foundationally Black Americans, the freedmen, the slaves, and then, the freedmen. So when immigrants started coming over here, they were adding to a foundation that was already built and just kind of put their, they added to it. I'm not saying that they didn't help.
So America's doors are closed fully to asylum seekers. We've set up agreements where if you want asylum, then we will find a country elsewhere in the world to take you. It's very simple, very elegant, a very complete solution.
Problem is that when you build in somebody else's house, you kind of give them the right to say, okay, well, it's time for you to go. This is my house. Now I'm gonna need you to go back to your house. And I'm not saying none of this as a way to poke fun at anybody's misfortunes, because I actually feel bad for a lot of the people who don't know what they're gonna do next, don't have no idea how to make a life in Haiti. So I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying that if she claims that immigrants built America, right? But why would you build America when you have a whole country that you can build exactly to the way that your people would want it to be, and just kind of make a better life for your people in your home country? They just don't make sense to me.
The Supreme Court has recently ruled that the current administration can end TPS, temporary protective status, for Syrian and Haitian immigrants. In the comments of many of these videos, I am seeing people talk about how unfair this is that the Supreme Court would rule this way, and how it is unsafe for these people to return to their home. And I find it deplorable that people who come to America and don't educate themselves on all that Black Americans have had to fight through, go through, die through, and live through so that they could come here and even have a chance to run to this place for asylum. I find it deplorable that these people don't educate themselves on the matter. And so when they see that these people are being sent home to conditions that Black Americans have lived through and are still living through in America and fighting through and winning through daily, and they don't say that these people have an opportunity now to go and build up their homeland, but they say that they should be able to stay in America, continuously feeding off the backs of Black Americans, I find it disgusting. It's disgusting. This is a blessing for the Black American community, because we have been disrespected by both of those communities. Time is up. Time is up.
Over the past several years, immigration has become one of the most controversial issues in American politics. Now, another major chapter has unfolded. The U.S. Supreme Court has ruled that the Trump administration can move forward with ending temporary protected status, or TPS, for hundreds of thousands of Haitian nationals, reversing lower court decisions that had blocked the policy. For many people, this ruling represents a wake-up call. For decades, many immigrants believed that temporary programs would continue to be renewed. Haitian nationals have received various TPS designations over the years because of dangerous conditions in Haiti, allowing them to live and work legally in the United States, while those protections remained in effect. But as this latest decision shows, temporary immigration programs can change when a new administration takes office or when the courts interpret the law differently. This issue has also sparked debate within many Black communities. Some foundational Black Americans have argued for years that government leaders have devoted significant attention and resources to newly arrived immigrant communities, while long-standing problems facing many Black American communities, such as housing, education, economic opportunity, and public safety, have not received the same urgency. Those concerns have contributed to disagreements over immigration policy and government priorities. Supporters of the Supreme Court's ruling argue that immigration laws should be enforced as written, and that temporary protected status was never intended to become a permanent immigration program. They believe every administration has the authority to determine when conditions in a country no longer justify TPS protections. Whether people agree or disagree with the decision, it sends a clear message. Temporary immigration status does not guarantee permanent residence in the United States. Immigration policies can change with elections, court rulings, and new administrations. For years now, a troubling pattern has been growing in America. Many immigrants arrive already holding distorted views of foundational Black Americans. And those views don't come from lived experience. They come from white supremacist narratives, media stereotypes, and global anti-Black propaganda exported by the West. Instead of understanding who actually built the political, legal, and labor foundations that allow any non-European group to live and work in the United States, some immigrants are taught to look down on Black Americans as the bottom rung. This isn't accidental. It's strategic. White supremacy has always relied on dividing black people globally, pitting African immigrants, Caribbean immigrants, Afro-Latinos, and black Americans against one another, while hiding the truth. Without black Americans' centuries-long fight, immigration as it exists today would not be possible. Civil rights law, voting rights law, labor protections, anti-discrimination statutes, these weren't gifts. They were earned through blood, incarceration, and generational sacrifice by foundational black Americans. Yet we now see situations, like the viral clip of a Haitian woman being aggressively disrespectful to a black American host, where that history is completely ignored. Instead of humility or curiosity, there's arrogance. Instead of solidarity, there's contempt. And that contempt doesn't come from nowhere. From the 1970s onward, Haiti experienced mass brain drain, collapsing education systems, weak civic infrastructure, and chronic political instability. Poverty deepened, community cohesion fractured, gang influence expanded. These are structural failures, not genetic ones, but they do shape social behavior, worldview, and conflict patterns. That's where white supremacy enters again. Immigrants are often told, "You're not like black Americans. They're lazy. They complain too much." You succeeded, why didn't they? These lies ignore slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration, and generational wealth theft. They also ignore the reality that immigrants are walking into a house black Americans were forced to build while being denied full access to it. And here's the contradiction many refuse to confront. If black Americans were truly inferior, why would immigrants risk their lives to come to a country built on black American struggle? Why not stay in systems supposedly better than the one black Americans shaped? The truth is simple and inconvenient. Foundational black Americans created the legal and social leverage that immigrants benefit from, while immigrants often arrive without learning that history and are rewarded for aligning themselves against black Americans instead of alongside them. This doesn't mean all Haitians or all immigrants are disrespectful. Many are not. But patterns must be discussed honestly, especially when disrespect is excused instead of challenged. Respect must go both ways. History must be learned, not weaponized. And solidarity must be built on truth, not white supremacist myths. Tell me what you think about this topic. Hope you find the information in this video informative. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Thanks for watching.